Hello and welcome back to Mr.MartinGames with me, your essential Mr. Martin. So, just a quick update. This time around, our friend Rain will not be joining us for this playthrough, or at least at the moment. So, just to give you a heads up right there. So, I just want to introduce you to this fantastic game that we're going to be running into today. It's going to be called Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Just dropped today. Been waiting for it all night, and pretty much we're gonna be going through this pretty much blind. I have seen a little bit of footage here and there, but nothing too, like end game stuff. Mind you, I've seen some of the wacky weapons that are finally been put in and how everything is going. But at the moment, what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be using my original character to be going through the story and everything, and if I have any like special like side things, I'll be using my secondary character to go through those things. But yeah, so let's get into it. But because I've heard that there is going to be a lot more editing options this time around, I decided why not for the new game, for the new update, why not change it up for our old school character. Pretty much what they've changed is mostly like hair options, a few tweaks here and there, but nothing too drastic. They gave you um, a few more options for a lot of different things. So we have a few more presets to go from. As you can already see here, we have some more hair types, better beards instead of just mustaches. Like, I'll try to get this going through here real quick so we don't have to spend too much time on it. Okay. But I do want to go over some of the new hairstyles over a little bit. A few new things here and there. Full on afros and all that good stuff. And again, if you want to go that interesting mile of, hey, I want to, switch it up a bit, go for it, my dude. There's nothing stopping you. The one thing I personally like from this is the fact that you don't need to worry about, oh, I checked up this hairstyle and then don't like it and now I'm having to deal with it. I'm trying to have to hunt down that other one you got and all that good stuff. But I am loving some of these hairstyles. They are fantastic. Ooh, I like this one too. That's not bad. To be honest with you, I think I'm just gonna stay with my big old bunch of hair. But I will, for this time around, make it a little bit lighter. Just for the passage of time and all that good stuff. Give my character some age to him. Did I miss some hairstyles? Okay, a few here and there, but nothing too major. But yeah, pretty much this stuff I really don't mind too much about. Yeah, that's what I'm liking. Yeah. Eh. You know what? Maybe just a little stubble. Yeah. Yeah, let's keep the stubble where it was. There is a few more more makeup options for you, giving you more of a like a robotic feel to it. Or if you're going for a dragon tattoo, or you know all this other cool stuff they got for you. I think I'll keep it as is for the most part. We got the eyeshadows and lips and all that good stuff. Again, you can go like really deep with these. So I would say like if you ever really trying to go in for like your own personal character, take your time with it. Don't rush it. Because I'll have to say it's like you're gonna hate yourself for rushing through these, because once your character's like this, it's not gonna be anywhere near the same. Yeah, I like that one better. Okay. And again, if you're not feeling it, you have more options here and there. Give yourself a little list and all that good stuff. And if you ever want to show off it to your friends and tell them, hey, this is how you make it, everything's right there. Okay. And again, because this is a new update and all that good stuff, you want to make sure your palico looks just as fine with you. So now with this one, they've given you more options instead of generic cat with a few different changes to it. This time they're giving you more like Grimalkin looking ones, and I believe some things that we weren't able to see beforehand. I will have to let you guys know that like one thing I've heard from a lot of people from this update is that there is heavy, and I do mean heavy, loading time sometimes. So be prepared for that. So these were pretty much the ones we got at launch, I do believe, except for this one right here. Yeah, pretty much these were the ones we got, and these are some of the ones we're getting now. I mean, it's almost night and day, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna try to keep with my original style of Sir Peppers here. We do have a little bit more of a change up of look and fur this time around. You don't need to really go all super detailed and all that, but some people like it like that, so. But yeah, Sir Pepper's getting old and such, so you want to make sure the cat's up to date and all that. Now, I mean, I did want to think about changing up some of the patterns, but I mean, that's changing who he is, so. But yeah, pretty much today I'm just going to be making them all look a little bit older. And again, you'll be able to see some of the more intimate details. Once you get behind the wheel and all that good stuff, so. Ooh, no. Well, goodness, we're gonna have to change them. Shoot. We'll make it easy for you guys, so we're not here all night. Now I do definitely want to change up Mr. Sir Pepper's eyes, because I feel like from all the battling he's been going through, he's gotten hardened, a little more wary. You never lose that color you always get, Again, I don't want to change too much of Mr. Pepper's, but I do want to give him a little bit more personality that he didn't used to have. I think I'll keep him like is. Here we go. And I do believe that's everything for our two little companions. So now to get into the meat and potatoes. So I'd like to let you know that a bit of the beginning of Iceborne is again going to be a bit of a slog, because you are going to be pretty much starting from level 1 again. But yeah, so we do, for overall, this series is going to try to go from monster to monster, try to go over a little bit of each one, give my own little personal taste on each one, go over some of their weapons and play styles a bit, maybe some of their, lore maybe a bit. But we'll try to keep them to that usual 30-minute timer, so you're not, here for as long as this one's going to be. But yeah, I mean, to me, I've been playing this game since it came out, and there is
the field team's gathered at the
nothing
main
like
gate.
it.
Seems like they're getting ready to go out on an expedition in the forest.
And so every single time you guys jump into the game, you always want to make sure you get all your rewards and all that good stuff, because you never know what's going to be here until it's gone. So, and here are a few more things just in case you wanted to know. So you're going to be seeing some of the events that are going on. Maybe you get something from the store. At first, you always want to make sure you're checking out your item loadout, making sure everything's topped off. Make sure you got your, you know, stuff you need. That's different. Must have added new stuff. Okay. So at the moment we can see like these are going to be some of our, you know, event quests and all that good stuff, but you know, when kind of going around in circles right now, let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Yo.
Well, of course I knew you'd show up. The smell of something exciting in the air, and you be that handler of yours, following the scent of the source. Well, anyway, we got a word with that Legion had been sighted in the ancient forest. We've never seen one outside the Coral Highlands before. Sounds like something you want to check out? Something going on in that forest? Bet you dinner this ain't some random happening.
Talk to the Feisty Fiver and head to the ancient forest to begin Monster Hunter World Iceborne.
Ready to go?
Ready to go? Let's head to the ancient forest.
Yeah,
Of course.
let's do this.
But again, and during these like little moments of waiting for the level to load, or going to place, just always remember to make a second to like maybe read through these every now and again. You never know what you're gonna need to know until you don't know it. But yeah, overall, I mean, for me, what you're going to be seeing is mostly hammer and sword and shield usage. I'm going to try out the charged blade because I've seen some of the newer, attacks it's got, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. But
There's a Legiana in the ancient forest, and nobody knows why. I rounded up all the eyewitness data available. Follow me. Legiana tracks. No mistake. It's really here. Does the forest seem off to you today? Let's keep going.
yeah, these are going to be very few and far
Feels a little
between,
weird now that the Elder
where
Crossing investigation
you're not
is
going to be
done.
actually fighting any monsters.
It's exciting too,
You're just
though.
going to be
I wonder what
like
comes
going through the
next.
area, kind of taking in the sights and sounds. And this is the best time I would say for
So
you to,
quiet.
really, see what Monster
What
Hunter World's
gives? I
world
haven't seen so much
feels
as a
like.
bug. Where are the birds? Maybe
Give me
something's got them all
one just
spooked.
second.
Those tracks were headed west, partner.
It's gonna.
Those tracks were headed west, partner.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if the next
Yeah, that's a
investigation
little
is going to
bit
be super
better on
long,
my
too.
eyes.
I know I plan to stay here for at least another decade.
Yeah, I'll pretty much be
They say
just
the Elder Crossings
ignoring
happen once
the
every 10
handler for
years,
the
right?
most part. She
We
does
can't really call our
spout
investigation
in
complete if we
like
don't stick around to see
something
for ourselves.
good every now and
Pretty sure
again.
the First Fleet has the same idea.
But she mostly gets herself into trouble because she thinks everything is just a brand new speck of life, and
No Aptonoth either.
yeah, I will have to say this is kind of spooky. Like usually you come through here and they're like you don't see nothing, like you almost see everything moving.
Looks like we're heading in the right direction. It's gotta be up ahead. Plus, that gives me time to,
It's quiet, kind of
I've got
unsettling.
my own little
Not even a
investigations
single
to do.
Aptonoth around.
That's part of why I wanted to come to the New World in the first place.
Yeah,
Ooh, which reminds me, you never told me what your reason was.
there is gonna be a lot of times where I feel like the mute handler button is gonna be acceptable, but
Legiana tracks here too.
everybody's beating that horse into the ground.
Legiana! There are so many. Where are they going?
I mean, to be honest, wouldn't you be freaked out if you saw like a polar bear in the Amazon rainforest?
Hey. Hey, do you hear that?
Just barreling through stuff.
Is it the wind? No, that's not it. Is that singing? What is that?
Welcome to Monster Hunter World Iceborne. And now, if you may be eagle-eyed and know this from keeping up to date with the game, but that, my friends, is Velkhana. But I won't be spoiling what she does. Legiana filled the skies as they departed from the ancient forest, heading out across the open sea and marking the beginning of the next chapter for the Research Commission. But yeah, overall, pretty much what Iceborne brings to it is a lot of returning monsters, some repackaging of older monsters, but completely different. There's nothing like them.
Now that everyone's here, let us begin. We have a serious topic to discuss. As such, I've assembled the Fleet Masters, along with the First Fleet field team members I've been able to reach. Now, I'm sure that you are all aware by now that Legiana have been leaving the New World in droves, flying far out into the open sea. Director, please take it from here.
Gladly, sir. Firstly, as a species, Legiana are not known for long-distance migration, nor for abandoning their primary habitat. Why they've begun crossing the ocean is an ecological mystery. Either something has begun to affect the biological nature of the Legiana, or they've been driven out by some change in their habitat, some anomaly that has stimulated them to migrate beyond the sea.
Beyond the sea,
Commando?
just some deja vu. So, thoughts?
Ha! Do you even need to ask? I can tell by that fire in your eyes that your mind's already made up.
It's not just you, Commander. I think we've all gotten tired of following the same old routine lately.
I don't know if exactly that was supposed to be a jab at the fact that a lot of the community didn't exactly like how Monster Hunter was going for a bit, but let's keep on going.
Good. I hereby declare we focus all available resources on investigating this Legiana issue. Effective immediately.
Oh, now we're talking!
Commander, sir. We were thinking that if we follow the migrating Legiana, we should be able to discover somewhere to land. Like a new island, even.
So, we go by ship. Or, better yet,
Something a little more stimulating. Air travel's our specialty, after all.
yes, the Third Fleet's airship would allow us to spot the best landing area and help us get an idea of the surroundings. That settles it then. I'll be choosing who to dispatch, but I need you to stay and watch over everyone here. I'll need hands from the provisions and technology divisions. We'll need your help to set up a forward operating base. And you two, tell your fleet to ready themselves. Once your preparations are complete, assemble at the council table. We may not know what lies out there, but that's no reason to falter. Just like the star-guided youth of legend, we must always press on. Good luck, everyone, and may the Sapphire Star light your way. All right then, dismissed.
But before we get to that, we have Master Rank. Master Rank has been unlocked. The story of Monster Hunter World Iceborne will unfold as you complete Master Rank quests and expeditions, which will also raise your Master Rank in turn. As your Master Rank increases, you'll gain access to quests that pit you against increasingly tough challenges. Your Hunter Rank HR cap has been removed. The following assignments limiting your HR will be marked complete. 9. The Beyond the Blasting Scales and Thunderous Rumble in the Highlands. New optional quests with the same content as the above two quests have been added. You can find them in the low rank, high rank category of the optional quest lists. Sorry.
It's time for the next big step. Head to the council table when you're ready.
So before we go through that, I'm going to show you guys just a little thing before we go. And that is where to find some of your stuff if you're looking for where you got your stuff for, you know, pre-ordering the game and everything. I think, yeah, Mr. Housekeeper. So you want to claim all your add-ons and all that good stuff. So you got the Guardian set for all the people who are coming in with, like, I would not recommend using that set anywhere near high rank or anywhere near master rank. It is a set for newcomers to get them a little bit off the ground, but nothing more. And pretty much these ones that I'm opening up now are going to be all the challenge packs from the beta that were coming out. They're here to help you a little bit, you know, get you off the ground at the beginning of it. Some of these are going to give you a lot of like good stuff here and there, and then some of them are just gonna kind of be here. Now some of these you'll see that are already unlocked with the exclamation marks. These are going to be a lot of different types of stuff you're just going to kind of find later on. They're not going to be exactly running for you right now, if you catch my drift. But yeah, so pretty much the last part I want to show you right before we get going is our layered armor. So we do have 2 right now. It is the Silver Knight one. Looking all fancy and all that good stuff. And the Yukumo. I think that's Yukumo. But yeah, so right now these are our 2 sets that we got from getting pre-order bonuses and all that good stuff. As you can see, there are a few more that you've got, should have gotten throughout the game. There's the Bayek set, Dante, Ryu, Aloy for all of your PlayStation players out there, and then Sakura. But again, if you're not feeling in the mood for all that and you just want to put on like one part, all done. So you don't have to go full the entire thing, but with some of these they will ask you to. Let me see, where is that one? There you go, Shadow Shades. Yeah, with any of the ones that are like a full body change, those will ask you to change them up. For the moment, I think I'll just go with And so another thing is that your layered armor and your actual armor that you're wearing are two different things now, instead of where they used to be practically the same thing. Pretty much if you have a piece of layered armor layered armor on you, you're going to be coloring that instead of the armor set
It's time for the next big step. Head to the council table when you're ready.
Well, off you go. Okay. Get going.
So pretty much think of it kind of like you're putting on your dress shirt and that one's red, but you have an undershirt that's white. Just because the outer shirt's red doesn't mean the inner one's red now. That's my best description for it. And at the moment, the only makeable armor, like layered armors, is the ones that were previously in the game. So the ones like the Draken armor set and the hat, like the Kulia cool hats and the skull mask, those are all still there. It's just that you're going to be able to find them in a different location that we'll see in a little bit. Yeah, these are going to be some of your longest loading times, to be honest with you. It's mainly because it's not just loading up, the engine that they've had for the longest time. It's loading up completely new stuff. And to be honest, I mean, I don't mind as long as it looks good. Oh yeah, and that's another new thing. Any gestures that you do, your Palico will copy.
Yo!
Your partner's already prepping.
She's with the Fleet Master. They're outside.
You're certain?
Yes.
But yeah, and if
The
you
clouds
guys
were
are
headed in
really
the same
against
direction
having,
as the
like a
Legiana.
piece of armor on your face,
The
and
wind was
you
blowing
just want to
toward
see
the
your character
northwest
that
that
you
day, so-
just spent like a good few hours on,
Hey,
there is an
Prepared.
option to just make it to where you never see your helmets.
A fair wind, just like the Fifth's banner. Luck's on our side.
yeah. I can't wait to get started.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the fact that that is just a boat with some air balloons on it, it kills me.
Anything yet?
I can't see anything in this fog.
We didn't come all the way out for nothing. We must keep looking.
Agreed.
Hey. Legiana, huh? And we have no idea where they're going?
Heard some kind of rumor about an island.
Yeah? That'd be pretty exciting, huh?
Look! An island?
The currents are getting worse. Hold on tight.
Yeah. Partner! I'm all right. But more importantly, look! An island!
Wait. That is no island.
You're right. It's a landmass.
A place where people call
It's
home.
too dangerous to continue.
But we're almost there.
We must regroup. You two inside.
Let's go. Lead the way.
I will have to say this is a very interesting scene. Pretty much seeing how one of the captains had told you, yeah, no, you're not going. And then you kindly reply, no.
See you later!
Oh, wow.
And the fact that she pretty much says, oh man, that was so cool that they did that, tells me that nobody really has control over our hunter.
I'm good.
Sir Peppers.
Whoa! Look at all this snow. And it's freezing. We can't stay out in this cold. Let's set up camp.
But yeah,
We can change into something warmer while we're at it. The commander procured some cold weather gear for us.
now mind you that this is just layered armor. It is not the actual Direwolf's layered armor, the actual set. So, you know, don't think you just got a free set of Master Rank armor. I ain't giving you nothing until you earn it.
Better, but it's still so cold. This place is something else. Let's start looking for a good spot to land the airship.
Now, if you need to fill up on any, you know, supplies or anything, just make sure, because at the moment, you cannot use the canteen. So I would suggest, you know, keeping yourself all topped up with your dash juices and popping some max potions. And, you know, if you ever feel that your item bar is just a little out of whack, don't be afraid to, you know, go and change up a few things. Because sometimes you will notice that every now and again, some of your items may be out of place due to certain things that I do not know. But yeah, mainly what I would say, just as long as you know where everything is, that's the best idea. Now, I'm not a person that uses the radial menu all that much, so I try to keep everything kind of nice and neat around each other. Try to keep all my stuff together. And as you see that we are in a very cold environment, we probably do not need our...
Ground's uneven here. Watch your... Ugh!
Oh,
Ugh. Watch your step.
there you go. And now we will be introduced to a new item. Hot peppers. These are pretty much going to be your new...
We can make a hot drink out of these peppers to beat the cold. Looks like it opens up a bit ahead.
Okay. So at the moment we can probably throw away just our thunderbugs.
Let's slip through here.
So having item prolonger during any time you were in the Hoarfrost Reach will be very, very good, because I've seen a lot of people hit one of the hot drinks and then it feels like it almost always goes away. Another tip for any upcoming Monster Hunter: anytime your element resistance passes, I believe, 21, that element's debuff will no longer proc on you unless, like, it is from a third party and not the monster. And as you can see, I know that we may be not
They
alone
are
here. Now, not the Legiana type, but maybe something a little bit more nuanced. Let's see here. If I can grab the thing. And due to how
Those tracks look like
Iceborne is kind of
thin
worked
marks.
around,
I
I
remember
would
seeing
say
ones
at
just
any
like it in the
time
New
you
World.
got that has the any like rocks
Definitely large monster tracks.
or any type of slinger ammo, always try to pick it up. It will not hurt for you to have. There are some times where I just not know what to do anymore. So
Looks like a clearing up ahead. Let's go check it out. I think we found our first tracks. Right. A popo?
look at this popo. Put on ice. So yeah, with Iceborne, they decided to make ice monsters with
Okay.
Beototus. Pretty much our Gyrototus, but with ice. But this guy is
All around for
no
landing site. You secure the area.
punching
partner.
bag this time. He will
According to
definitely
my notes,
show you
this
how
monster is called Beototus.
how high rank works.
It says its legs are its weak point. You can get it out of the snow so you can attack it.
You can use the slinger with your weapon drawn. Look for the perfect moment, then fire. You can move around while grappled to a monster. It'll burn through your stamina. See? The spot you hit has been softened up.
Now, some monsters, they will definitely make sure that you do not have a good time. But remember, you're the one who's going to be fighting. So always have confidence in yourself when you fight. Don't think just because they're big and
Beototus' weak
strong.
point is its legs. Now's the time to attack them.
That they're all scary and such. Pretty much after you've seen the monster's little cutscene up front, that's all. Well, remember, whenever you're bringing in friends, you got a little bit more of a difficulty curve with that because, more people, more damage.
Watch out when a monster's enraged. It's better to hold off on your claws when things calm down enough. Never underestimate an angry monster. Keep your distance and watch for a safe opening.
As you can see, you can always be taken off by those attacks. So don't think that just because you got on there that you're safe. And now if you're, ever not in the mood of, always drinking hot peppers, there will be some hot springs usually laid about to help you out.
It has healing properties too.
But again, it ain't no safe zone.
Land your claw on a monster that grapples you.
Oh yeah, and with different slinger ammo will come different effects. So, stone, it's not going to do much, but... And as you can see, I'm already running out of stamina just from trying to run after this guy, so... Always making sure you're keeping extra rations on you will always help. And sometimes not going for the head is the better option. Because maybe sometimes you need a part broken or something like that. So always just kind of think, is this the best place to shoot it right now, or could I get some more damage later? There you go. Oh, look. Looks like we got our next contender. Oh, and now here comes some of the best parts of the game, Turf Wars. So pretty much these are going to be fights between two different monsters, usually ending up with one winning and the other one losing. So pretty much what I would say with these ones is if you can get a hit on the one monster you know you're going to be hitting, go for it. But if you're not confident with it, you never need to go in if you don't need to. There you go. That's what they call the king, like the. Now I forget my lines. The KO King. That's it. There you go. Pretty much what I would say with whenever you are mounting a monster whenever you see that little bit of like red flare that comes up on the minimap, always kind of just go to a different body part. I believe it's kind of better than bracing for the most part because you don't have that the yeah, always kind
See how
of
it
with the
went flying? Slam it into a wall to really create an opening.
yeah. Also be careful of flash pods. So if certain monsters, whenever they are getting low on health or about to try to slow down, you kind of want to see if they're gonna go to sleep or not, but don't go run right after them. But as you can see, he wasn't exactly taking that shot, so. Overall, Beotodus is pretty much your introduction to pretty much the entire environment to Iceborne at the moment. Pretty much how the snow moves and giving you a little bit of a debuff, but to the monster pretty much a big old buff. But yeah, for most hunts, I would say just kind of keep a cool head whenever you're fighting them. Don't, try to overthink the fight. Now for something like a raid boss like Kolv or Behemoth, kind of keep with your team, see if you can get try to get a few people you can talk with because, that's pretty much a complete difference between the team that wins and the team that loses. Always try to keep in mind of like where your mantles are at because you never want to go into the middle of the fight and not have a mantle on. I mean you can, but yeah, and a good indicator of whenever a monster is about to run or, just go somewhere else is pretty much that little mini-map you see right there and seeing if it's getting kind of quiet. Now again, most monsters will look around their area, kind of see if they're, you know, actually safe, and then finally go and do that. So, oh, but it looks like if we put the trap there, it won't work. So I'm going to put it right here. Pop 2 trank bombs. And we got our first hunt.
I found a spot for the airship to land. Finish up your expedition, and let's link back up.
Okay, and I believe for our first escapade in Monster Hunter World, Iceborne, I think as soon as we get back to the handler, and probably get back to Astera, I think that's where we're going to be stopping off. Okay. So, I will see you guys in the next episode of Monster Hunter World Iceborne with Mr. Martin Games. See you next time. Bye-bye.